Dealing with travel emergencies. What should you do if an emergency happens when you're traveling? I have 3 essential tips that I think will solve this issue. The first and most important tip is before you travel, you should always tell someone where you're going. This is true whether you're getting on an airplane and going to a different country or if you're just going on a more local hike. That way, if you lose contact or something happens to you, people will know, preferably your close friends or family, they will know your last location, where you're going, and all that information. That way, when you need help, people will probably be able to come and get you and help you. It's also a good idea to keep close contact with somebody, your friends or family, throughout your travels so they can keep up to date and be familiar with your schedule. My second tip is make sure you have extra money to deal with emergencies. Emergencies can be anything. Your car might get a flat tire, you might have to book a new flight, you might need new equipment, your phone might be broken, you have to replace it. Lots of expensive things can happen when you're traveling. And you don't want to travel when you just have a few extra dollars available if something goes wrong. Instead, you should probably have quite a bit of money saved up in case something happens. Carrying cash is also useful when traveling. Sometimes your card might not be accepted, or you lose your card, or it gets stolen. So having cash is a good backup. Of course, there's no need to carry thousands of dollars on you. Just keep a decent amount of money for transportation or for lodging for the night or random little charges. And of course, if you're worried about larger inconveniences and emergencies, you should have more money stored away in your bank account so you could deal with that in case it arises. My last tip is remain calm during emergencies. This can be difficult depending on what emergency you're dealing with. Say someone steals your passport when you're traveling, or someone steals your credit card and all of your cash, or you get into a car accident, or you get pretty badly injured in a hiking incident or a car crash or something like that. Many things can happen when you're traveling. And being calm is an important part of getting through those issues. So obviously, most people's first instinct is to immediately panic and get extremely stressed out when something bad happens, especially when you're traveling, you're trying to enjoy yourself and that sort of thing. But in all truth, getting stressed out when something bad happens will not be of much help to you. It won't change the problem, it will just kind of make the problem worse. Especially since being stressed does not exactly clear the mind or make it easier to think and work out your problems. So, as I said, I recommend remaining as calm as possible. Of course, you probably won't be as cool as a cucumber, but you can limit your stress levels to a certain extent at least. And that will help you think through the problem and come to the best solutions. It will also prevent your trip from being extremely horrible. With a positive attitude, it will be much easier to tackle whatever situation is in your way. And those are my 3 main essential tips for tackling emergencies while you're traveling. As I said before, anything can happen, and it's always best to be as prepared as possible. Make sure you have everything you need on hand, your tickets, your information, payment methods, things like that. And pretty much as long as you keep these rules in mind, you should be pretty good to go. Even if a terrible emergency arises, you'll be prepared and you'll have what you need to get through it. So, if you like this video and are interested in more, I usually post around 3 times a week. If you subscribe and like the video, that'll help the channel grow. And you'll also be alerted when new videos come out. So stick around for those.